But first and foremost, eyes and ears up here. Eyes and ears up here. Your success is not predicated on your zip code, not where you live. Your hustle, your work ethic, your ambition, your drive doesn't factor into zip code. It's not predicated on your zip code, not at all. What is these things right here. You have the capability to obviously put in the effort for that. You drive that. No one else drives that bus, you do. So your success is predicated not on where you live, not on your zip code. I don't know, or area code. That's the other big thing people talk about. You know, where's your area code? You know, the 578 from the 313. That doesn't predict though what you can do. It doesn't. If you ever know who Mark Wahlberg is, you know that he is pretty successful. He's a pretty successful dude, pretty successful actor. He grew up in the Dorchester district of Pennsylvania, okay, or Massachusetts, excuse me, around the Boston area. Nice accent. Okay. They were the 02124. That's the Dorchester district. He was arrested when he was in high school on felony charges. Okay, he was arrested with felony. Addicted to cocaine and other drugs starting at the age of 13. Never graduated high school. Never graduated high school until June of 2013. Okay, because he had the work ethic to say, "I'm going to finish this." He didn't want to let that dictate his success. And even though he probably could have said, "I made it," he didn't let that dictate anything. This is Mark Wahlberg's daily schedule. He's been up for a few hours already. He wakes up at 2:30 a.m. every day. He gets his first workout in between 3:40 5:15. Most people haven't even obviously woken up yet. And he's done a good meditation. He's got his mind right. He's got his body right. Again, because a healthier person leads to more success. Okay? He's got all that done before most people wake up. And by the time he goes to bed, it's 7:30, which is, for some of you, it was like, what, 7:30? That's his routine. He's dedicated to 2:30 to 7:30. Okay, and that's not saying you have to wake up at 2:30 to be successful, but that's his incredible work ethic. That's why he's made it. That's why he stays relevant. In the entertainment industry, it's so paper thin in terms of success and not even making it, that's what he has to do to keep his name up there. That's what he has to do. And so maybe you look at his schedule and say, man, I got to get some work done. What am I doing with my hours? It might not be from 2:30 to 7:30, but from 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you maximizing those hours? Do you have things outlined for yourself ready to go? There are people who literally have, like Mark, his entire day scheduled out. Sometimes to the hour, sometimes to the minute, because they're like, I'm not wasting time. I don't want to be predicated on where I grew up. I gotta maximize every time I have, because if I don't have all the resources. I don't have the money to help me get to where I want to be. I gotta use the time. Use the time. The richest zip code in the United States, Fishers Island in the Miami, Florida area. The 33109. The average income there is 2.5 million. Okay, the only way to get here, as you see, it's kind of set apart, is by helicopter, ferry, boat, some form of transportation over water. Okay, because you can't just walk there. You can't just take a cab to Fishers Park in Miami, Florida. Wealthiest zip code in the United States. They have more opportunities, probably. Yes, because they have more finances. Honest truth. Doesn't dictate their success, though. Doesn't dictate how great they can become individually. Okay, if you grew up in there. This is East Wheatfield, Pennsylvania. Poorest zip code in the United States as of March of this year. They are 15429. The average household income, the average income is below 9,000. 8,899. That's the average income there. So you go from 2.5 million to less than 9 grand a year. Pretty incredible. 94% of the households make less than 25 grand. So the average person's income is under 9 grand, and the average household income under 25 grand. They still have to work just as hard and even harder to get their success. But it doesn't mean they can't. It doesn't mean they have to stay in East Wheatfield, Pennsylvania their entire life to just work a boring job because, oh, that's what I'm destined to do. No, your driving ambition can get you over there. Youngstown, Ohio. This is closer to us. Youngstown, Ohio, that is the 44503, Maurice Claret's area. Okay, Ohio State, a lot of people come from there, but their average income is $8,775 per person. The average income from Youngstown, Ohio. Geez, how does someone survive on that? Well, there's people that have made it. It doesn't predict their success. It doesn't predict how hard they can work. It doesn't predict what they can do to use the resources that they have to be their best. Under $9 grand. Again, here it's 92% of people, families, households, make under 25 grand. 25 grand at Fisher's Park is like a couple days, work, probably a day of work. What are you doing? Jim Cummings made it out of there. You would know him from Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. The voice of Tigger and Winnie the Pooh from Youngstown, Ohio. He could have just lived in Youngstown, Ohio his entire life, said, I'm just destined to be a Youngstown, Ohio person that never makes it out, that just stays here, that lives the lifestyle of a Youngstown person. He wanted more than that. He obviously had a voice, and he found a way to use it. He had a skill. You have a skill. How are you going to use it? Ella P. Stewart. You probably don't know who she is, but she was one of the first African-American pharmacists in the country. Again, from Youngstown, Ohio. Could have said, I'm African-American, I'm going to be pushed down, I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, like I got all these things against me. Still found a way to push through it and said, I want to be successful, I want to work hard. And she got it. Now there's even an L.P. Stewart Academy for girls in the Ohio area. All because she decided, I'm not going to let my zip code predicate my success. So take it for what it's worth. Reminder that your zip code does not lead to certain success. So ask yourself, what are you doing with what you have? Because we all have different resources, we all have different money backgrounds, we all have different skills and talents. What are you doing with what you have, where you are at, with the time you are given? Ask yourself that question today. I can't answer it for you. It's something I want you to think about. What are you doing with what you have, where you are at, with the time that you're given? Okay? And maximize. Because you can become a success in your own right, no matter where you're from, no matter your background, or financially, or status, or ethnicity, race, otherwise. All right? So I want to remind you of that today.